Norway, Switzerland, and Iceland are all part of Europe geographically and culturally, but they have chosen not to join the European Union, EU, for a mix of political, economic, and sovereignty related reasons. Here's a breakdown of each country's reasoning. Norway applied to join the EU twice, but rejected it in referendums in 1972 and 1994. Main reasons for rejection: fishing and agriculture. Norway wanted to protect its fishing waters and farming industry from EU regulations. Sovereignty concerns. Many Norwegians feared losing control over their own laws and natural resources. Oil wealth. Norway has significant oil and gas income and didn't feel the need for EU financial benefits. Current status: member of the European Economic Area, EEA, which allows access to the EU single market without being a full EU member. Switzerland never joined the EU, though it applied in 1992, but froze the application after a negative referendum. Main reasons for rejection: neutrality. Switzerland values its historic neutrality and independence in foreign policy. Direct democracy. The Swiss population wants control over laws through referendums, which could be limited under EU rules. Immigration and regulation concerns. Fear of losing control over immigration and being subject to EU bureaucracy. Current status: has a series of bilateral agreements with the EU to allow access to the single market and cooperation in areas like transport, research, and trade. Iceland applied to join the EU in 2009 during the financial crisis, but withdrew its application in 2015. Main reasons for withdrawal: fisheries. Iceland relies heavily on its fishing industry and wants to keep control of its waters, unlike under EU common fisheries policy. Recovery after the crisis. As Iceland's economy recovered, interest in EU membership faded. Public opinion. A majority of Icelanders are skeptical of EU membership, especially regarding sovereignty and economic control. Current status: like Norway, Iceland is part of the EEA and Schengen area, giving it access to the EU single market without full membership. Summary chart: country, EU member. Main reason for staying out: current relationship with EU, bilateral agreements. Norway: no. Fisheries, oil sovereignty, EEA member single market. No. Neutrality, direct democracy, bilateral agreements. Iceland: no. Fisher sovereignty, EA market. These countries prefer close cooperation with the EU without giving up too much political or economic independence. They're often called